What I have here is a 3¼ inch piece of aluminum bar stock, round. I'm going to use the Milwaukee deep cut portable bandsaw to cut it off. And we're using a 1014 blade. And there you go. I mean, that's really great. If you're out in the field and you run into something like that, well, you know, if it'll cut a 3¼ inch piece of billet aluminum, you're not going to have too much trouble in the field with anything that you're going to run into. It's also really great in the shop. It doesn't take up a lot of room. It cuts tubing, it cuts bar stock, and it's a general purpose tool. You can even, there are people who will sell, Swag Off-Road comes to mind, a stand that allows it to become a portable bench saw. You can check them out at their website, swagoffroad.com. He doesn't pay me anything, so I'm just giving you a heads up on it because he makes good quality equipment too, and that's really what we're all about here at hre.com, is good quality equipment. Blade changes are really, really easy. All right, doing a blade change couldn't be easier. It's this lever. First thing we want to do is we want to push the base plate down here, push it back so that it's out of the way. Take this lever, flip it counterclockwise, turn the saw over, and you can then easily withdraw the blade from the guides. There's a little guide in there. It comes right straight out. And there you go, replacing the blade. Very simple. Just make sure that your teeth are in the proper orientation. There's an arrow on these discs that shows which way the teeth should be pointing. And I'm going to turn it around because it's a little awkward to do it this way. It's a lot nicer if you have it right straight in front of you. And again, you watch the orientation of your teeth. I tend to put it in the back channel first. A nice little channel there as it slips down and guides through. And then there are rollers here that will align the blade just like so. You might want to wear gloves. I'm not so much into the gloves. And just make sure that everything goes down. If it's a little difficult to put on, just make sure that you haven't moved this lever, because that will move this right here. I don't know if you can see that, and that can give you a little problem. That's exactly what I just did. Lock it down and the saw is ready to go. It's got a nice little duster here that keeps the debris off the wheels, and I was a little surprised that this is open, but you know, it's a portable saw. It's not something that you really have to worry about. It's actually probably better because it's easier for chips to be cleared. Well, there it is, the deep cut Milwaukee portable bandsaw. You can get them anywhere from $250 to $325. Do a little shopping around, find them online. Most of these will not come with a saw blade, so be aware of that. If you find one for $249, pretty much guaranteed it's not going to come with a saw blade. The saw blades are very inexpensive. They're $8 a piece, $14, $15 for a pair of them. I suggest you get the varying pitches so that you have a pitch for softer material and a pitch for harder material. And you will find this to be a really, really excellent tool. There's a little work light built in. I don't know if you can see that. Switch there, turns it on and off. Variable speed. So if you're cutting something ultra hard, you can slow the saw down. You don't have to worry. The trigger is variable. And then that little switch right there. So you can vary your speed either with the trigger or by selecting the right speed function there. This slides out so that you have something to rest on. It's got a good handle. The only thing it's missing that I think it should have is a built-in level. You might have noticed when I cut this piece of billet, it was a little crooked. Of course, I had to move things. Things moved around. I didn't have it locked down as tight as possible. But it is a little more difficult to cut something straight when you're holding it. If you had a reference bubble level, that would be a good idea because it would enable you to see if you were starting to go off. And something with this much power, it's real easy to go a little bit off square. Solution to that, buy yourself a $1 level, double side tape it right there, and then you've got that problem solved. I definitely think it's a must-have tool if you do any kind of fabrication. This is a great tool to have.